Okay, great morning, everyone. So I've got the rusty, trusty, handy, dandy, nifty the vintage tarot. All these beautiful new decks, and what do I grab? The vintage ones. These have been working quite well. So we're going to ask what's up with government today. Let's see what the cards have to tell us. So the reading is about what's being shared. Energy coming into it. The pain, mental, physical pain. Is this about Trump's medical? Or is this just all the asinine things that are building up? We'll see. Above it, we have the White House. Yeah, what's being shared about the White House with a foundation of figuring out the next move, what's going to take place, your world in hand. So let's see what's going on during this time. Energy of this moment, yeah, his insanity. Oh gee, what a surprise, huh? His delusion, ongoing delusions that are taking place. See what our challenge is with this. What's being birthed, what he's attempting to do. Above it, Epstein files, okay. Epstein files and messages, informational messages. So now we're getting more as to what's going on, the White House and the Epstein files. So there is something under there that is really, really, really dark. What we've seen so far has been very, very dark. But they've held back, what, half the records? So let's see what it is. Potential outcome. Retreat. Is this taken out of commission? Okay. Or is this that he's doing all he can to suppress? Outside influence, though, is the world. Let's see what we have above it. The agreement, coming together, the foundation of what's being offered up. So, the foundation, figuring out the next move, next action, when it comes to messages coming out, information, and what's being offered up. Above it, we have the White House, the Epstein files, and an agreement. Readings about what's being shared. Energy coming into it, this painful, mentally, physically painful. What's going on now, it's about his delusion. Challenge, what's being birthed. Potential outcome, we have this mental retreat. And then we have outside influence is the world, what's taking place. So let's see what's driving this. Looking at what's coming in. Looking deeper. When it comes to the truth, there's a new action. A message about an action. When it comes to justice, what's being strengthened is being out in the cold. So these are the choices made in life, the path being walked, the lies, the spin, the drama that he keeps trying to feed people. When it comes to Trump, what's being handed out, the mind racing, about what's being hidden. But there is a victory when it comes to something new information that deals with the long term. This new cup of abominations that's there that will absolutely lay them out. Okay? Concrete message when it comes to MAGA, that they're walking away from him, distancing, feeling mentally tied up with what's new coming, wanting to move to a better place with everything that's up in the air, with all the manipulations, creating more judgment, more loss for him because of the evidence in hand and the things he's trying to get away with. All of this is being pondered and people are struggling with it. Light being shed on what he's withholding. This could also be his greed. And it's creating more of this burden. And what's being worked on is the ongoing nightmare that people feel, which is coming to his end. Why? Because of his dark drama and his abuse of power. So it looks like people are aware that all of this other stuff he's got going is another endeavor to keep the Epstein files closed. We saw Pam Bondi lying through her teeth. There's going to be repercussions for her and for Todd Blanche, who she tried to throw under the bus. No, it wasn't me. I turned everything over to Todd. He's the one that did it. I'm not going to speak about anything about the president, what we've talked about. I'm not, no, nothing. I'm not going to tell you one thing about the president. So again, this is not going away. And he can try to, whether it's the Iran war or whether it's the reflecting pool or whether it's his absconding and manipulating the markets, all his thefts, all of that he's trying to distance from the Epstein files. So what is in there? Okay, and it's not just him, it's the wealthy buddies as well. Okay? Their murder of innocent children. Okay? The murder of innocent children. The drinking of their blood to try to stay youthful. What's in there? Melania's trafficking of children and the fact that she, like I said, she's the first escort. And it's just come out recently that that's what was revealed, that she was an escort for Epstein. And Epstein introduced her to Trump as an escort. And she's still an escort that he's been paying for years. Okay? She's a cover for other things he's doing. She is the, the enhancement that he pulls out on occasion and look what I've got. Well, no, you don't really have her. She won't let you touch her, okay? She's a prop, and that's it, okay? She's a prop. So I'm going to pull these out again because I want to ask what's coming up for, I want to ask about Bondi first. So what's coming up for Bondi? What she's trying to get away with. We're going to look at what she's carrying, what she's leaving behind. When it comes to what she's trying to sell, the merchant, what she's trying to sell, with what's being constructed. Okay. When it comes to the family, family theft, withholding, what's being offered up to the American public, what's being birthed for the long term. Above it, ending, not wanting to let it out. Okay? When it comes to new concrete things about the lovers, okay? About their whole thing. About the whole drama. Okay? So withholding what's being offered up. When it comes to what's being birthed, and ending for the long term, about what they're trying to sell, what they're trying to get away with, what they're trying to construct. For the lovers, for the pedophile network. Okay? So she's actively withholding everything. Okay? And they're going to find out that she's actively withholding it all. Okay? Let's look at Todd Blanche. The center of it all. Mind is racing now. When it comes to the long term. And his choices being made in life. Above it, where things are moving to. Foundation is he's tied up. His mind is racing. He's tied up. He's engaged in this. Where things are moving to. About controlling for the long term. This abuse of power. An agreement when it comes to the choices in life, the burden now that he has to deal with, facing loss and facing an ending. Okay? So he knows his goose is cooked eventually, and his mind is racing because what? He put Ghislaine, took her out of where she was at, put her in this comfy place. He's been acting like Trump's personal lawyer. Not in the aspects of genuine DOJ. So his goose is cooked. Her goose is cooked. And Trump is the main goose. Okay? The main goose. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.